Stop doing that because that shit was making me confused when I edited it last time. 2, 3. Alrighty. See the camera? Yeah, you know the drill. Thank you for tuning into Timeoutalk, a sweeezyyy production. And in all honesty, we could just get straight into it. I might not be able to figure out every single trade that happened, but golly, the NBA. We should start off with the NBA. Or should we start off with the NFL because it's much less things to talk about.
Start off with the NBA.
So the first one that I want to address is probably what the Lakers did in free agency because we're from LA, we're Laker fans.
First and foremost.
When I found, I think you the one who told me about Dennis Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder.
And I was sitting there like, wait, we got Dennis Schroeder?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was such a silent trade, I didn't even realize that it happened.
Definitely flew under the radar.
And then next thing you know, I see a Wesley Matthews signing, and I was like, saw a little shooting guard, okay. And then out of the fucking blue, Montrezl Harrell.
Apparently, the Clippers didn't even sign or offer him a deal.
They probably didn't offer him as much as we offered him. Because I
think it was more like a leverage thing that he tried to pull with them, and they didn't bite.
Exactly.
And he was like, "Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right."
It's exactly what I think. That's exactly what might happen. Well, that makes the most sense because that's what I thought when I first heard about it. I was like, oh, it sounds like something that he says it's that way, but it's like a leverage thing. You gonna pay me this much? You want how much? The Lakers said they paying me that much.
He's worth it.
Whoa, we can't give that to you, Montrez. Okay.
$6 man of the year, we'll take it.
And then
Can't shoot threes, but
who else did we sign after that?
we got Marc Gasol now.
That was decently good. I feel like that's a sleeper because we all forget who Marc Gasol is at his best.
I mean, Marc Gasol is 35. So when
How old
initially
was Dwight?
at first I was very excited.
How old was Dwight? How old was Dwight?
Dwight, I'm pretty sure is like 31 or 32.
No fucking way.
Dwight, I'm pretty sure.
Was he drafted out of high school?
Still young, yes.
Oh boy, that's why his name has been such a.
Oh, Dwight's 34, but still.
I'm like, Marc Gasol can't be much older than him.
But you have to realize we also had JaVale McGee. Well, now we have Montrez. Well,
I was gonna say we still do, but I forgot we lost him too.
Different type of bodies. I don't know how defensively we're gonna hold up this year. It's gonna be a bit of a mismatch. I don't know who is.
Did you say defensively?
Yes.
Who did we lose defensively? Avery Bradley?
Yes.
That's one. Okay, at the guard position,
Danny
maybe.
Defensively, he was still solid.
Cool.
Who else did we lose? Rondo?
I'm pretty sure Dennis Schroeder could play Rondo defense.
No,
How can we dictate that?
I don't think he plays Rondo defense. Not as annoying as Rondo can be.
I feel like it's not that hard to be an annoying point guard.
He can score more points for sure, but he's not going to give you as many dishes. He's not going to give you as much ball movement. I don't know. And besides, I don't even think I'm not even going to look up
Dennis Schroeder. Over who?
I think I like Dennis Schroeder coming off the bench still.
Over who?
I mean, I don't know, man.
There is no other point guard.
There's a reason he's a good sixth man.
Can't have two six-mans.
True, but who's going to be our starting power forward? Davis? Who's going to be our starting center?
Probably going to run Kuzma at the 4, AD at the 5.
I don't want Kuzma.
But if we're going to be smart about it, we're probably going to let AD run the 5 and let Montrezl, they're probably going to enter. It works. You have Kuzma. It's so crazy when you could have a LeBron, Kuzma, and Montrez, or a LeBron, AD. Oh my!
That is a lot of freight trains running towards your way, and it's like,
there's just
bro,
so many.
Who do I even want to take the charge from?
It seems like we have way more options than we did before, and with what we do, especially down low. Because it was Kuzma. No, fuck that. Because it was Kuzma to White. Like I remember when I was playing Mikey in 2K. He couldn't fucking stand me because all I was doing was driving to the rack, bagging him down with AD, causing him to come double team me. I'm like, oh shit, I forget this is the microphone. I'm over here playing with the shit. They're probably gonna be
bow, bow, bow. Sorry, earphone users.
They're just sitting there like, okay, double tapping that fucking YouTube. So
skip.
So literally, I'm just backing him down with AD. He's literally double teaming me. And the minute he comes to double team, throws a lob to Dwight. So he would do that. He would, okay, I can stop that. And the minute I draw the double team again, and as the minute he tries to come to the middle,
Kick it out.
give it right back to Dwight, kick it out. And it's just, at this point now, I know he's one
Bing,
behind.
bing, bing, bing,
And then we
bing,
find the
bing,
open
bing,
bucket.
bing.
It
Easy
was
money.
just it was just so easy to manipulate him with that defense, because I'm pretty sure somebody else could have found out how to stop that, because I couldn't pull that same shit with JG or Mikey. I mean JG or Justin. I could not pull that same shit with them. Mikey, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, bro, but you know it's true, because
Run of the mill.
when I literally had a fucking lineup, I think it was LeBron, Green. I think I had LeBron, Green, Kuzma, AD, Dwight. Nigga, I was like, yeah, I'm fiending for a W right now. So at any given moment, literally, Kuzma was a 3. So I could back the fucking small forward down with him, or I could back the point guard down with LeBron.
Big bodies everywhere.
No matter what, I could back you down and draw a double team, even if you're not the one bringing the double team, and the computer's gonna double team me because I'm hot with LeBron right now. The minute you bring that double team, I'm kicking it to Danny Green in the fucking corner, because it's usually the shooting guard or the small forward. It's either Danny Green in the corner or Kyle Kuzma in the corner. And real 2K players know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm literally backing him down with the point guard, and the point guard is, getting his little ass beat. Here comes the fucking small forward. And the minute I see that, and I see green bean, bang. So it was that easy with Dwight. Now it's Marc Gasol. That's one big body. Then you have Montrezl. That's a Bam Adebayo, who people aren't really too invested in. And then you have AD. Wait, hold on. Stop. Damn it. AD, Montrezl, Marc Gasol, and Kyle Kuzma. That's our fucking front court. Like, we could count. We obviously LeBron too, because he's a small forward. But LeBron's a forward guard, not a forward like big man. He could play the power forward position. Obviously, it's a small ball league. It's a small ball league now. Even if it wasn't, he could.
But he's old now. We don't want to do
that. Fuck that. He's a small forward who fucking plays basketball like a guard. So I see him as a fucking guard, in all honesty. And then our backcourt is Dennis Schroeder, Wesley Matthews, LeBron.
I really don't know.
KCP.
I don't know if we brought back Caruso or not. I'm pretty sure.
I don't like that,
now.
but at the same time, like, we let Steve Blake go a couple times.
But
we let Derek Fisher go to come back.
Steve Blake wasn't part of a championship team.
Oh, damn. That's true. But we let Derek Fisher go and come back.
Still.
Like, I feel like we're notorious for having a motherfucker go the fuck off and just saying bye-bye, and he's never going to be shit on another team.
Still be
you look at Jordan Farmer.
No, I think he's still with us. Yeah,
look at Jordan Farmer. Don't forget about Jordan Farmer, sir. So that's that for the Lakers. I think we covered everybody on there.
Bam Adebayo got a contract extension.
How much?
Max 5-year. Not max. I don't think his is the max, actually. I think
his contract did something. I don't know when he got drafted.
I think he took a team-friendly deal, but it can reach up to $195 million with incentives.
Okay, but what is he getting?
5-year, 163, can reach 195.
Holy moly.
Brandon Ingram, 5-year, 158.
From the Pellies?
Yep.
No. No. That team's gonna be so freaking good. It's
Bogdanovich got signed to the Hawks.
That was sick.
Yeah,
but
that's a little bit annoying.
It would have been nice to have him because of his youth and his skill.
4 years, $72 million. We could have did that. I think we could have did that.
I don't know. Boy, we had 2 fucking maxes. Damn.
Kuzma, bye.
What's his contract gonna do? He's probably making like $3 million right now. He ain't got re-signed.
We'll figure something out money-wise, but
signing Kuzma is not the problem. I mean, getting rid of Kuzma is not the solution. It would have to be. We wouldn't have been able to sign Wesley and them at first. Dennis Schroeder's contract's huge too.
It is.
Not huge, but it's big.
It is.
Like, we wouldn't have had that money. Kuzma is not. This is not. I don't like how you axed out Kuzma. What's your problem? Do you not believe in Kuzma no more?
I don't believe in Kuzma no more.
Damn, Kuzma. You're losing. Look at you. Laker fans are losing faith in you. Now, he might be the only one, because I still got faith in you, but
you went from
in the beginning of the season,
points?
No, fuck that. In the beginning of the season, you said, no. Somebody tweeted, said, and the Lakers don't even know they got like a 23-point per game player. You quote tweeted that and said, shh, don't tell him, something like that. You know what you said. You tweeted this shit.
And then came out
and that season, I'm like, ooh, I didn't even say it to myself. I said straight up, He better fucking do it. Because he hella confident. He better fucking do it.
12.8 points a game.
Half. Don't blame AD. You wasn't blaming AD when you made the fucking tweet, sir. You better give me at least 17 this year.
He didn't even give us the 18 he gave us the year before.
See what happens when you have real fucking stars as opposed to Alonzo Ball, who's underdeveloped, and a Brandon Ingram, who's underdeveloped? And you could easily step up because it's easier to step up that way?
Undercoached.
It's not that easy to step up no more, is it, huh?
We should have just...
Talking all that shit.
We should have just
Talking
signed,
all that shit. Fucking light skin.
We should have just signed Frank Vogel.
It's always the fucking light skins, too.
We should have just signed
Kuzma,
Frank Vogel.
damn, that sucks. This is going to be on the podcast. If a nigga hear this, if Kuzma for some reason hear this, he gonna be like, see, this nigga a hater.
So your Chiefs had a really close one.
Oh, I could go in on that.
Yeah, that was a...
I watched that bitch from start to finish.
I was really hoping that they would lose.
That's annoying as hell.
Not like hoping, but I thought it was going to be a case of, well, it's going to be one of those weeks, it looks like.
That's crazy.
But
for me,
when they pulled it off at the end, I was like, man, Mahomes' magic is just nice.
When me and that dude was talking shit, and like I said, once Joey said what he said, the minute Joey said, don't celebrate too early, I said, somebody said it, let's fucking get it. He spoke that bitch into existence. Let's go. Perfect moment. Watch this. I'm sitting there, that dude was talking shit. Joey said what he said. He repeated that bitch like 15 times too, so I'm like, ooh, just wait. I can't wait for it. Touchdown. Travis Kelce wide the fuck open. All of a sudden, they're like, turned around. Joey was already at that nigga.
Barking at him.
I'm mad at him. I'm telling you something. I was like, talking this nigga Joey said, see what happens when you celebrate too early after that motherfucker. Like, yes.
And you want to know what's crazy is, like, Patrick Mahomes didn't have to do the most. Like,
did you see how our defense was getting gobbled up?
I'll get to that in a second. Pat had to come and save out the end because of your defense, obviously. But for the most part, Edwards-Helaire and Le'Veon Bell were getting it done. Pat was getting you guys downfield. And then it was just, okay, down in the red zone. Here you go, Clyde. Here you go, Le'Veon. Work your magic.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Yeah. Travis ended up getting that game-winning touchdown.
Oh, yeah. Travis went off. 8 for 127. Like it's nothing.
It didn't even feel like it.
Like it's nothing.
But, yeah. That entire fucking time I was watching them, I'm like, oh, my God. The Raiders, they're really good. I'm not going to doubt them. They're fucking really good.
They're a really good team.
But our fucking defense, they are literally just plowing through us right now. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like we're here. They don't
give a fuck.
They are fucking.
But
they are a fucking, what are they called? A tractor, the ones that push the dirt?
Bulldozer.
They're a bulldozer? No, they're not even a bulldozer. They're not knocking shit down. They're running right. Is it running?
Oh, steamroller.
Steamroller, just fucking flattening us. Just like we're not there. Mm-hmm. You see when he tried to throw that bitch up on Tre'Davious Ward? I was like, you confident motherfucker.
Travarius.
Yeah, my bad. Did I say Sharkandrick?
You said Tre'Davious.
Oh, Tre'Davious. White. What the fuck? He literally threw it up. I sat there. I was like, are we that bad? Are you talking
about the last interception or?
No.
You're talking about
it was like
in the end zone.
Second or third quarter. Yeah, it was in the end zone.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Homeboy just threw it up there. I'm like, this just give him a low. Was that a fly route? You know that one route on Madden when you throw him on the streak and he goes like that? Fade?
A fade route in the end zone.
Literally just said, like he was D-Hop or something. I was like...
Brian Edwards, he's their rookie receiver that they have a lot of confidence in. They think he can be really good.
The word confidence plays a big-ass toll.
But even when I seen the throw, I was looking at it go up in the air and I was like, I mean, if that was Tyrell Williams, maybe, but that's a rookie receiver. He's not going to catch that. You're putting that up against a rookie receiver in a second year.
I just seen it in the moment. I'm like, they really tested us.
He's very physical.
Because I was like, if you were to have caught that shit, I know these motherfuckers would have been talking shit behind me.
But no, that was a factor of two things with that offense and defense. A, John Gruden and Derek Carr and that offense is just really fucking good.
That O-line.
He has taken that offensive line and Derek Carr to the next level.
Good.
Colton Miller didn't look like he was going to be trending in the right direction when they drafted him. Now he's looking like an all-pro sort of left tackle.
Nice.
Derek Carr is looking like a Pro Bowl to all-pro.
At 20 minutes, I'm going to switch the audio to my computer Because this is at like 11% and it doesn't have a charger. It can't multi-charge. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
He has this offensive line playing really fucking good right now. You know, you look at Brandon Parker. Who?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's a backup. They're supposed to have Trent Brown in right now, but he's been questionable in and out of the lineup, I'm pretty sure.
Hand me that white charger. It plugged in. Round. Round. No, I need the whole thing. Whole camera's dying on me today.
Pretty sure he actually had COVID this week.
Okay.
Battery's out. I can't remember what happened with it.
Nigga, I thought you said batteries out. I was like, wait a minute. I know he's not talking about my fucking camera.
No. But, yeah, no. You got Nelson Aguilar, who was basically...
Oh my gosh. Yo,
bullied the fuck out of Philly. Came to fucking Las Vegas and said, all right, I have to rebrand myself and rebuild myself.
He said, I really have to do this all over again? Okay.
And has basically not looked like a star, but has looked like a really good number 2. In, like a really good number 2 to number 3 receiver to have in Las Vegas.
Look, when he was getting them catches, I was just like, I literally said to myself, I was like, we're getting Nelson
Aguilar.
Yeah, Mikey called his fucking greatness out.
I knew he was going to be great.
No, I'm not saying you didn't. I remember Mikey was like, that motherfucker's going to be a star one day. I just looked at him, I was like, you don't say that often, I'm going to take your word for it. Ever since then, I was like, I'll keep an eye out for him. The media's just been doing this with him. And then I seen in that game, I was in there like, the whole time I'm like, why the fuck is he so open? Like, what the fuck?
No,
that shit was making me sick.
People are like, oh my goodness, he's so fast for tight end. People, when he came into the league, he was a receiver. Do we forget that?
That's why the fuck he's so open all the time. He's just faster than every single linebacker. He was
drafted or undrafted by the Ravens, stayed on their roster for a couple of seasons, then came to Oakland, or, well, now Las Vegas. They moved him to tight end. Obviously, John Gruden seen what John Harbaugh couldn't. Not to say that he couldn't, but obviously they had way too many tight ends to even be
Boy,
like,
I remember Mark.
I
remember they had like 370s plus.
Yeah.
77s plus on Madden.
But yeah, he's looked like a complete star in Las Vegas. It's someone I wish we had, but we can't ever find good tight ends in Green Bay.
Then you have the fucking O-line. I'm telling you, their O-line was just handling us. We couldn't get Derek Carr at all. Remember, I would be sitting there watching the entire time, like, bro, it's like when you're in all Madden with a bad D-line, you're just sitting there, you don't even worry about the D-line. It literally felt like this. Like, they're doing this. What the fuck? Why isn't it working for us? That's what I'll think those. I'm like, why does it look so easy? Like, we have to work for ours, and Patrick is sitting there like, do I really have to do this? But we said it's going to be a shootout. I was like, yes, the fuck it is. I hope it is. We're at a bar.
That defense.
But can we talk about what Derek Carr did?
Which is?
The look.
Oh, he should be mad.
No, that was before that was like 9 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Oh.
That's his, it was right after Patrick Mahomes touchdown. Wait.
I don't know when it was. I didn't see it when it happened.
No. I remember seeing him do it, and I was like, damn, that motherfucker looked like a visual representation of every single Raider fan right now. I think it was when he was on his drive.
Yeah, had a game-winning drive.
Yeah, I think he was sitting there, motherfucker, like, this is really happening. Oh, that's probably what he was saying to himself, man. I thought he was going to be like, wait till I get that fucking ball back. I thought that was the mentality he had, but he had 28 seconds. I remember that shit. And then, yeah, that was a funny game.
I mean,
we got exposed. Like, for real.
Let me just say, yesterday in the group chat, in our group chat of friends, Mikey asked, of all these teams, who could beat the Chiefs? My answer was, in the AFC, the Steelers. Obviously, it's an obvious answer. They're undefeated, top defense, good enough offense to at least get it done. They could at least get the job done. you look in the NFC, there's really only 3 teams that can keep up with them on paper.
The Buccaneers.
The Bucks, the Saints, and realistically...
I don't even know the Saints, dog.
Saints can.
Ah.
You see the hurt...
We've never really played each other, I don't think.
That's
if we
fine.
did this year, I don't remember.
That's fine. I think Sean Payton and Andy Reid, they're both offensive gurus. That's something that you see what he did with Taysom Hill.
I'd have to play them.
Look what Sean Payton did with Taysom Hill this weekend.
Congratulations. You give us a fucking player like that, I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out. They're probably just getting creative with it because they're falling back on their options.
They have Jameis Winston. They could have easily put Jameis Winston in the game. Don't forget, while Jameis Winston threw 30 interceptions, he also threw 5,000 yards
30 touchdowns.
and 30 touchdowns.
That boy went complete even.
Let me just tell you, yesterday or 2 days ago,
dead broke.
2 days ago when I saw Taysom Hill's deep pass to Emmanuel Sanders, I looked at my wife and I told her, this man should not be playing quarterback. While he performed very well, and I applaud him for that. I can't knock him for his performance. He played very well. 18 of 23, I believe it was, 200 and some odd yards. 2 rushing touchdowns. He played very well. But you go back and you look at that pass and you're like, oh my God, he's lucky that defense is just bad. Because if the defense literally just looked up.
Let that motherfucker be an all Madden. That's a pick.
Timeout.
Trust me.
Let the defense just look up.
Do their job a little bit quicker than normal. Had they been on top of shit today, that's a free interception.
That's a free interception. And that game starts rolling the other way really quickly. I can tell you that with confidence. Now,
James probably would have done the same shit with 30 fucking picks, dog.
No,
Why didn't they put Taysom? Why did they put Taysom?
Because
he's more dynamic.
I do believe it's one of those things that Sean Payton is being like, okay, we signed you to this 3 years. We signed you to not a lucrative deal, but we signed you to an extension.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got in you at quarterback. We might as well see what we have in you while we have you to see if you're going to be the future at quarterback for us. I don't think he is.
Jameis makes more sense.
I think this next game, in these next few games, it's going to get really ugly really fast. But this is more of a running quarterback's league now. People haven't necessarily figured Taysom Hill out yet. We'll see how fast they do, especially depending on who the Saints play this upcoming week.
I hate it when my team gets exposed, but I said that I'm telling you,
they're only playing the Broncos, so damn. I mean, Tua had trouble against the Broncos.
Hey, but no cap. One thing Mikey was right about is about who the Steelers have played. Hold on.
Sure, that's absolutely right. But then he tried to make the point of, well, the only 2 teams that could really beat the Steelers are the Chiefs, the Titans, who they beat, and the Bills, who they're going to play. And maybe the Colts. But the Colts don't have a good enough offense.
We don't even play them unless it's in the playoffs.
Exactly. But you get to play the Bucks this upcoming week.
Oh, that's fun. And then we play you guys, right?
Play Dolphins after that, I'm pretty sure.
I can't wait to play you guys. We're going to be in Florida for like fucking 2 weeks.
No. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from now. Sorry.
We play you guys first then.
You guys play the Bucks. 2 weeks later, you play us.
2 weeks later after playing you? After playing the Bucks? That's bullshit. I thought we was going to be in Florida for like 2 weeks
You'll
straight.
get the Broncos in between.
Not going to say that's easy because they're division. I'm going to have
their
some
division,
respect.
and they handled us. Fucking knocked Tua out of the fucking game.
Whoa,
that was
the
fantastic.
Dolphins. Oh, wait, he got benched?
He got knocked out of the game.
Like, hurt?
He was already coming into the game with injury concerns. Brian Flores is already, like, iffy. And then once he took the hit that he took, I don't know if you saw it, but when I witnessed it, I fucking shat my pants damn near. It was one of those hits where it was like, oh my God, please get up, please get up, please get up.
He just wasn't.
And he got up, and I was like, okay, now get off the field normally.
But Joe Burrow.
We'll get to that in a second. Because I got.
That's the only thing I could think of when you talked about an injured quarterback. I was like, wait.
We'll get to that in a second.
That reminds me of RG3.
We'll get to that in a second.
I'm trying, but damn, it's hard.
But nah. Then Ryan Fitzpatrick went ahead and did exactly what Ryan Fitzpatrick does.
Timeout. In the beginning of the year, we was talking about Ryan Fitzmagic. Now we're talking Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's back to Ryan Fitzpatrick again.
Back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Did you not watch the game? You didn't watch the game.
I couldn't. I was focused on mine.
Yeah. Your game wasn't even on yet.
I was out doing shit from 11 to 5 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, whenever the game ended.
That's true. I looked outside and I saw your car was going. I was like, damn. Already out doing stuff. One note's funny. I knew that you were already out doing stuff, not by looking outside and seeing that your car was gone, but by looking at Kirsten's post and seeing how clear that picture was and being like,
take it.
What?
Nope.
Swear to God.
They didn't even ask me. I was disrespected.
Michael's mad. Damn.
But they didn't know I had my camera. If they did, I would have been like, "What's up? Let me get a romantic picture."
But yeah, no. Then Ryan Fitzpatrick did exactly what Ryan Fitzpatrick does and threw us out of the game with a game-sealing interception. Which, to be completely fair with you, why on earth you would have Devontae Parker running a post route in the seam as opposed to a Mike Gesicki and having Mike Gesicki try and draw that safety in between and just have a one-on-one on the outside with Devontae Parker and whoever the fuck their corner is, because, I'm sorry, AJ Bouye, I don't give a fuck who it is. He's not going to be big enough.
Timeout. I never was good at reading plays in high school, so when you're drawing it up for me, it's like that one meme where that bitch is like...
Alright, post route. So, towards the post.
Oh, a little corner route.
No, that's a corner route. The post route is towards the post.
Oh, it's basically that, but opposite, going like that.
In the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do that on rookie all the time. I just wait like 14 seconds, roll out the pocket, and tap square. I don't wait 14 seconds.
There you go.
Maybe like 8, but square. Mac Evans.
That's what a post route is. So what I'm saying is why you wouldn't have our tight end, Mike Gesicki, who's a very good, quick, pass-catching tight end, in on that play, running the post route, and having Devontae Parker on the outside, maybe it should have been a trips. It has to be trip set in this scenario if you're trying to draw the safety out to get a receiver open, because that's what they were trying to do. They tried to get Jakeem Grant to draw the safety over to, or to try and drag Justin Simmons over to Jakeem Grant with the post route on his side, but that didn't work. Instead, he said, I'm going to drag this side and then shoot hard at Devontae.
Okay.
Which is what he did. Picked the ball off, won the game. Instead, what we should have did was trips right, have someone run a nice little slant route, drag route, or zig route onto the outside. Mike Gesicki on the post, Devontae on the streak or a fade route all the way down to the end zone. Because no matter what you do, that safety has to make a decision.
Did you say Tyreek, or did you mean... What'd you say?
Who did I say?
I think you said Tyreek, thinking it was Tyreek, but I think you meant Grant.
Grant?
We were talking about the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about your speedy receiver doing that route you just said.
No, I'm talking about Devontae Parker.
I thought I heard Tyreek Hill.
I
thought I heard Tyreek.
Devontae Parker.
That's the only receiver you named?
I might have said Tyreek. I'm sorry. But we should have had Devontae Parker run that streak on the outside, so that way all Ryan Fitzpatrick has to do is make a decision. Am I going to go to Devontae on the outside or Gesicki on the inside? What is the safety going to do right now? Instead, we made Ryan Fitzpatrick make a decision of, well, do I go to Devontae or do I go to Jakeem? Because I don't really have any more options besides that. Because I don't think Gesicki was even on the play.
Damn.
So, I don't know. I like Chan Gailey, I guess, but I would prefer a much more aggressive play caller. Personally,
this is when I wish there was a third person here. Why? Because then this screen would be the Dolphins game and you would be able to be like, see right here. And then just point out exactly what the fuck. Go ahead.
I might even be able to bring it up.
I can. It's just now I'm trying. I don't know why I wasn't doing it. Oh, great. I'll have to figure this shit out. Come on.
Like, I would like to have a Joe Brady.
Oh, who?
Joe Brady.
The fuck
He's
is
the
that?
offensive coordinator for the Panthers right now.
Boy, I'm over here thinking you talking about like a fucking player and shit.
But,
Oh, I went on Netflix.
yeah, no. I definitely like to have a Joe Brady.
I'm not good at this. I would definitely be a terrible. See how slow it is for me to get this shit done? This is where you just have somebody come in and be like, the minute. Oh, see. Real quick. That should look basic, or that should look, it looks supposed to look basic, but does it look for me to match? Cool, terrible, decent.
That's all right.
Should the outline be black for the sweeezyyy Productions, like the outline is on here? It says helping creators create right here, but you can't see it. And tell me this shit don't go hard.
Oh yeah.
But what was I looking at? The Miami Dolphins versus the Broncos.
Broncos versus Dolphins, right there.
This just says 2014. What do we have right now? What does that say? 40 what? Or 36, 47?
36, yeah. Go all the way to the end.
Me, because I hope people. Hey, Justin Simmons.
Back it up.
Don't be it.
What should we do today?
See, it's not that I hate ads. It's just that this is the terrible fucking timing. This is terrible timing for this type of unskippable ad. Damn the NFL. They don't want their checks. They will pay you more for what type of advertisement you want to put. You have to spend more money on advertising to get that how it's unskippable. You pay for that.
Ew.
Not you, but the person who wants the ad.
I know. You have to back it up. Right there. See? So right here we're driving. He's getting his downfield. Looking good. Looking good. Gesicki in right there. That was like, I saw this and I was like, okay, we have a chance. Not yet.
I'm like, hold on.
We were making plays. We were making plays.
I'm like, yeah, we winning this bitch. No question. Because when Patty was doing that, I was like, oh,
yes.
it's over.
But no. See, I never in my heart of hearts did I think we were winning this game. Go back. Pause it. So, at this point, I was already thinking, okay, this is Fitzmagic. This can go one of two ways, and he just threw it in the middle of the field. Pause. That right there, I'm pretty sure is Durham Smythe. That or it's Adam Shaheen. Regardless of the fact, that is not the tight end that should be in on this play right here. Right now, you need to have it Mike Gesicki, Devontae Parker, and I think that's Malcolm Perry. So they didn't go trips. Beautiful. I don't know why you sent Devontae in on an in-post route. Why? Why?
We need a different angle. They might not give us one.
Why? Why was that the play call? Because if you have Devontae running just a streak right there and you have the tight ends try and suck him in with Mike Gesicki, who is the much better route runner, that goes completely different. But you got to have someone drag that safety across. You never had someone drag the safety across.
We have to see that from multiple angles. I don't know if they're going to have that.
And even then, Brian Fitzpatrick threw a terrible ball. At that point, now that I'm looking back on that play, if you're going to throw a ball right there, go to Adam Shaheen on the outside. You didn't have to go to
Devontae
right
he's
there.
your number one, so I would understand why he did that.
But You didn't have to try and win the game right there. We had more time.
He did.
We had more than enough time.
What was the down? What was the position?
You have to check it. One more.
3rd and 7.
No, one more.
It was them?
3rd and 8.
Nah.
You didn't have to throw that.
Nah.
Play it.
You did. You have 2 chances.
Look at the time. 3rd and 8. We're in the red zone. You're going for. You got 2 chances to get the first down. All you need is the first down. He went to the end zone.
5 seconds.
He went end zone right off the bat. Go back and play the play.
That was a pick.
Go back and play the play. Slant right there is already open. Why did you go there?
Because he probably would have just fell back over here.
I'm pretty sure he did try and suck over here and then he came back this way. But if we're running the slant this way and you know the slant's there, throw the slant as quick as you can. Get the first down. Fuck everything else. We can get the touchdown after we get the first down. Get the first down. But that's the problem with fucking Fitzmagic. He's like, fuck it, gun it, sling it, football. Go for it, baby.
He might have got it, even if it wasn't.
Tua doesn't make that throw.
Well, I have only seen Tua play 2 games, so I don't know if he makes
3 games.
Sure, felt like 2 because that first one didn't count. It counted because it was a game, but he didn't have the best game that game. Remember?
Rams, Cardinals.
For his debut was not nearly as.
Rams, Cardinals. Was this his 3rd game? No.
You're probably right. He played 6 games. No, you guys said
Chargers. He beat the Chargers. So
your defense beat the Chargers. He was just maintaining.
Teams are beating other teams. Tua's just game managing right now, which is exactly what we need him to do. He's a rookie QB.
Like I said, I haven't really seen.
I don't need him to do much.
I haven't seen him perform in enough games to really be able to make a decision on what type of player he's going to be. Mm-hmm. So I don't just let people talk. But Joe Burrow's done for the season, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even.
I made the point yesterday that if you do not set up your offensive linemen and get your line set up before you bring in the quarterback, you're going to run into a whole lot of trouble.
Andrew Luck type trouble.
RG3
type trouble.
You're already on the RG3 fucking warpath.
Please tell me Andrew Luck and RG3 weren't drafted in the same draft
They were.
class. Oh.
1 and 2.
And they went out like 1 and 2.
So, you know, you're looking at Joe Burrow and his situation. You look at RG3 and Andrew Luck's situation. Had a lot of talent on their team, but what was the downfall? We had bad offensive lines.
And then when they finally got good, Andrew
said, I can't do this.
It's too late.
Too late.
Y'all didn't give me enough time to fucking heal.
RG3's body, he's still playing, but it's probably it's too late now.
8-0, we're at 8-1, I think, maybe 9-1, or are they 9-0 too? No, they're 10-0. Steelers. Let me just look at the standings.
10-0. I can get the standings right here. 10-0. Co-ops. Conference. Oh.
There already. No, I was looking at the other one. Bro, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh. They have fucking 12 wins together.
They're going to win the division.
The Giants?
The Giants are going to win the division.
Well, congratulations, Daniel Jones. You're going to get some credibility because your division's ass. Like, look what he has to go through.
If either one of these teams were in that division, they'd be happy.
They'd be fucking dominating.
They'd be happy.
They
would be undefeated.
Would be
They would be undefeated for sure.
The fucking Rams would be undefeated. I feel like I trust their offense and their defense more than I trust.
They're injured as fuck and they'd be undefeated.
No, them niggas had Jimmy G. If they had their squad back, I'd be terrified.
Because I'm looking at their division games. The Niners have lost. They gone 1 and 2. So give them 2 more wins. They're 6 and 4.
I just realized we're on an actual podcast too, so people who are listening to what the fuck we just said are probably like, what the fuck are the stats? They're not saying it. We gotta say the stats out loud when we do that. I forgot. It's two fucking different things. 'Cause I am used to the camera, so I'm like, I could just show them what I'm seeing. But you guys are sitting 700, that's 70% or 700%?
700. We're at 7-3. Cowboys, Giants, Washington at 3-7.
But
and Philadelphia 3-6-1.
7-4 for the
I'm telling you,
Buccaneers.
those Saints are really good.
They're 8-2. I feel like I've been seeing that every single fucking.
And I'm guaranteeing you, when Jameis does get the starting spot,
comp,
I think Jameis
comp.
Yeah, they have not had it easy.
Well, at least for the last 4 games, they haven't had it easy.
They haven't had it easy all season.
Why isn't it letting me scroll up?
This is their entire.
Oh, this is the side. Yes, the only team that's easy is the Falcons.
So
Maybe the Panthers.
They opened the season with the Bucks. Then they played us and lost.
They only had 3 hard games.
They beat the Chargers, which is not an easy team to beat. I know,
but it's like
the Bears.
They're the only team with a bad record.
The Bears were starting off hot.
Oh, they had the Lions game.
They beat the Niners. They beat the Raiders. Oh no, they lost to the Raiders. Yeah, they lost to the Raiders.
Oh, them Raiders is talking shit this year.
I'm telling you.
Fuck them.
I'm telling you.
Fuck them.
I'm telling you. Those Raiders are not bad.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Like, I'm looking. The AFC looks good, and the NFC looks just as good. Damn.
Genuinely think, brother, Jets are 0-10. Oh boy.
Yeah, they're gonna have a stinker season.
What's gonna happen?
Who do they play? Who do they play left?
Who's the fucking bait? Who are they bait for? We whooped their asses. I thought we gave them a run for them. They gave us a run for anyway. They play you guys.
Yep.
The Raiders.
We'll handle them
the
again.
Rams and the Seahawks. They have comp. If they win,
won't win.
They get it off easy.
Won't win. They're not gonna beat the Patriots.
Haven't the Dolphins went winless? Or do they have like 1 win?
I think we had 1 win that season.
These motherfuckers might have none. And if they draft Trevor Lawrence, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Did we have? No, I think we went 0-16. Who did we beat that year? 2007 Dolphins.
Jaguars, Bengals.
Yeah, we beat 1 team.
My boy, these motherfuckers, these Steelers.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Their hardest game.
I'm pretty sure that's before they had John Harbaugh.
This is the Steelers, by the way. Steelers. This was their hardest game. Their first hardest game. Should have been their second, but they walked.
Okay, hold on. Let me put a little more context to this.
3.
The Giants' defense is an incredibly good defense that I don't think people.
Well, it was the first
acknowledge.
Season. It was the first game of the season. We weren't going to acknowledge shit at the time.
Obviously, but looking back now, you look at their defense now, it's like, oh wait, the Giants' defense is top 10, top 15.
Well, top 10 would be more important than top 15 because top 15 you're halfway in.
Go back up. Then they play the Texans, which no one knew how that was going to go yet. So
they were 0-2 at the time, but it's cool.
Well, they made them 0-2.
No, they made them 0-3.
Browns, I thought was going to. I remember looking at my wife and I told her, I was like, this has to be a game for Baker where he either wakes up and steps up to the plate, or he's just going to be a little bitch of the league or a little bitch of the division. Not to be that person, but that's what it's looking like.
They played so
it's staggering.
Yeah. Then they played the Titans. Okay, that's comp, but they beat them.
Yep.
That's comp
Ravens,
right there. So they had 2 back-to-back comp. I wish my fucking computer.
Cowboys.
I wish I could just do this. Cowboys shouldn't have been comp, but for some reason they were. Bengals shouldn't have been
on
comp.
the Bengals.
Shouldn't have been comp for the Jags. Damn, they played the Ravens again. That's comp. shouldn't be snow smoke.
You have to realize this team.
Sleepers.
It's not that the Washington football team is sleepers. It's that the Cowboys, Giants, and Redskins or Washington are all still fighting for division lead.
There's only 3 games I expect them to lose, and that's the Bills when they play the Bills in December, and the Colts, and the Browns. Those are the only 2 teams in the upcoming schedule that I think would beat them, other than the Ravens too. So they have 4 chances to lose. If they don't lose those 4 chances,
I don't think they lose any of them.
Okay, so you're saying they're going undefeated then, because they're for sure not going to lose to the Steelers. They could obviously lose it.
I think they could lose to the Ravens this Thanksgiving. Like, it might be a thing, but that's a tall order.
I don't have that much faith in Lamar at the moment.
I got faith in him still. I still think he's very good, but that's a tall order. That
honestly never really had that much faith in Lamar, but that's probably because of media, in all honesty. Because when he won MVP, I was like, thank you, because I've been watching you since college, bro. You did your shit. But then I watched him play against us, and I was like, you keep struggling, and we don't have that. He's
a running quarterback.
I know, but against us, I'm like, you shouldn't be struggling as much as you are, my boy.
You gotta learn how to pass.
Yeah. But I'm like, you shouldn't be struggling. Like you see what happens when a team knows how to play against a bad defense. He should know how to play against a bad defense. It shouldn't. Patrick Mahomes
he has to at least start be able to make the throws that Derek Carr makes.
Well, it's going to take time for that to develop. Then, once he does, though, I'll really be scared of him.
Yeah, he'll be a worthy adversary for a long time.
They can stop the run now. It's going to be you're going to get your. It's like no. Can you stop 3 though? Never mind. But
yeah, I don't have any faith that the Bills can really. Like, they're leading our division, but I don't think I don't think they're going to take the division this year. I think the Dolphins might take the division still.
Okay, fan, but we'll see.
I know it's as a fan speaking, but realistically, let's look at my my team's schedule here. We just lost to the Broncos, but this week we got the Jets.
Easy money. Hopefully you don't have to play.
Then we got the Joe Burrow-less Bengals.
You shouldn't even play 2 of those 2 games. You should let Fitzpatrick.
No. Why would we do that?
Because just to be safe.
Tua's 100% healthy. He's fine. Not 100% healthy, but 90% healthy. He's fine. He's going to play. Brian Flores already said he's a starter. He just wanted to take him out for safety reasons. And after this last week, no, I don't want Ryan Fitzpatrick back in the starting role.
Anthony said, once I got a taste of it, what the fuck makes you think I'm not going to fiend for it? The fuck? I got putting your dick in the twister. You don't think I'm going to put the full thing in? You think I'm going to take it off a little bit and then
here's what I'll say.
Once I pull it back in, I'm going all in now, bitch ho.
Here's what I'll say.
Bitch ho.
6 touchdowns, no picks. To Fitzpatrick's 10 touchdowns, 8 picks.
That's a high ratio. Holy fuck. Terrible ratio.
So I would much, much rather bring in Tua, who's going to keep the ball safe. Even though he wasn't pushing the ball against the Broncos, it's the Broncos. Even though people sleep on them, their defense is still very, very good. Enough.
Mm.
After that, we got you guys. I think we can be competitive. I don't think we'll win.
Thank you.
But I think we'll be competitive.
You guys can for sure give us.
We'll pull the Raiders.
I'm not gonna sit here and say you won't give us a run for my money. I've learned in this fucking league, don't count a fucking single team. I wouldn't even count the Jets out because shit can go left at all times.
Yeah, obviously any given Sunday, but with the Jets, I think it's pretty.
You guys definitely have like a solid ass defense. You guys should be able to contain Patrick Mahomes for 3 quarters. It just depends on
what our defense is very good at. Is we allow you guys to go downfield. We allow teams to go downfield as they will, but we don't let them score. It's a bend don't break defense. I hate it, but we don't let teams score. It won't work against Patrick Mahomes. It probably won't.
That's probably it's gonna
have to turn into a shootout.
That's probably why you hate it.
But I know that it's only like that.
If it does turn into a shootout, like I see from Derek Carr yesterday on Sunday, if it does turn to a shootout and Tua can fucking sling that bitch against our defense, like I'm not even gonna say okay. Well,
Michael's gonna sit there and be like, "Whoa,
there we go." I'm not going. root
I think that's
okay,
the game. I think that's the game you and I need to really circle, not just because it's a Dolphins Chiefs game, but because
that's like the main reson.
Obviously, but what I'm saying is, I think this is the game we're gonna see. Okay, Tua,
do you got it or not?
You're about to face Pat, the man. You got to go out there and you got to sling it.
Against a bad defense, you have no fucking excuse.
You have no excuse. You have the Honey Badger.
May God prevent any type of injury that comes about up until then. But, boy,
you got to show out.
A bad defense with DBs. It was only one of them, and that's Tyrann Mathieu. Well, okay, we got
Juan
Thornhill. We got two of them.
Okay.
Don't go sling now.
Juan Thornhill isn't starting. He's not starting anymore. Dan Sorensen took his starting spot.
Exposed Chiefs fan. Don't mind me.
No, but I noticed that last night too. I was like, "Whoa!"
Is he injured?
No, I'm pretty sure Dan Sorensen just took his job.
No.
So. Yeah. I hope he's not a bust. We'll see. But on the defensive line, you got Chris Jones, which Tua has proven when you get
my boy Mikey.
What?
Somebody has the name Be Like Mike and added him and said you change your name right now. He said fuck out of here, laugh my ass off, bum. Oh my fucking god.
You said that to the group chat?
Yeah. I think it could have been that one, the one with Justin. Who's yours, yeah. But yeah, we're probably gonna have to wrap this bad boy up soon. So let's get it to the 70 mark, cause that's an hour and like 10 minutes, my boy. Don't even know if I have time to post that. We'll see. RJ Hampton on one that got away. Yeah, 100%. Fuck that. Him.
Nah, Cole Anthony.
No. Him too. Nico really fell to the fucking Warriors.
It's not that he fell, because I knew that he wasn't going to get drafted early. He's one of those players that I figured it's going to take time to develop him, and he's going to have to come along.
He went to the Warriors.
Game.
It's one of those things where I'm like, okay, they lit another shooter in the bay.
But that's where that sneaks in. It's like, man, he went to the most ideal situation to go to for a player
Remember what you're saying
like
about
him.
Anthony Edwards?
Yes, everything that I said about Anthony Edwards
now it makes sense
him.
to Michael, because guess what? He's gonna be right there to grow with James Wiseman.
That looks good. That looks good. That looks good.
They saved me.
Saved
my point.
I knew I was. If he develops into what we think he can develop into, and I'm very confident that he will, learning under Clay and Steph, because Clay's not going to get to play this year. He's going to be in that boy's ear telling him, hey, man, you're going to have to put some shots up this year, just so you know.
Yeah. Everyone's calling me.
Is it the children?
Yeah.
We can wrap it up.
But I don't know. And then we have Gordon Hayward and Chris Paul. Chris Paul went to the fucking Suns. We have Gordon Hayward going to the fucking... He said he wanted to go hoop with LaMelo.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. I like it, though. I like it. Remember what I said about in New York?
Yeah.
Apply it to the Charlotte Hornets.
Possibly.
But that's a lot of... You got to bring the right coach in.
That part.
Like, the proper coach has to come in and be like, oh, I could do a lot with these pieces. Because
I think the coach is like that.
I don't know.
He looks. I think I know who it is. I can't think of it, though.
I got you right now. Oh. Coach James Borrego.
Yep. Is he like he has like a dark complexion?
He usually has like a.
Let me see.
Like a, I wouldn't say dark complexion.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was. Oh, it's who I thought it was. He's just dark around 2K for some reason. Yeah, James Borrego. We're gonna see. I think he's a younger coach though.
James Borrego, huh? I've never heard of him.
Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap this bad boy up. We are like fucking hour and. Oh wait, why does it say an hour? I was off the entire time. Well, we're at an hour anyway. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Timeoutalk. I'm your host. You can call me Michael. You can call me Sweeezzy. Don't call me Sweeezzy. Just call me Michael. I'm your host, Michael. Stay tuned for another episode of Timeoutalk, a Sweeezzy production. Terrible outro. Fuck y'all. I can't find the mouse. Done.
Yeah, he was a Spurs assistant beforehand. So